Here we have a 45-day aged Fore ribber beef, 2-bone, which will serve approximately 6 people. From a trusted farm of ours, David Harrison of the Nook, and it's from a belted Galloway. So you can see it's been expertly butchered. We've got the eye of the meat, we've got the cap, the bones which have been French trimmed, just like on a rack of lamb French trimmed, and butcher tied to secure everything into place. I'm going to treat it very simply. We're going to some natural sea salt on there, and then we're going to slowly render the fat over a gentle heat until we get a nice caramelisation. So to start, place the beef fat side down on a medium heat pan. We don't need any additional fat or oil to do this because we're going to render its natural fat and baste and create its own flavour profile. Everything's encased within itself. At this moment in time, we've just got some sea salt on there. This process is slow. Don't try and do it over high heat and burn and scorch the fat. Just really be patient. It might take 12-15 minutes in total before we end up getting a true rendered fat, caramelised flesh and placed into the oven. So now we can see the fat started to render. I've turned the heat up to medium-high. What we're going to do now is sear the meat on each side, both to lock in the juices and caramelise the exterior, creating that wonderful umami flavours. Approximately 2 minutes on each side, and then we'll go back onto the fat. We'll add some herbs and garlic to give additional flavour, and we'll pop in the oven. We're halfway through the cooking of the beef. I'm just got some beautiful natural fat that's been rendered out here, so it's nice just to baste that back over the meat, extra flavour and extra moisture. It also helps distribute the heat from the top to the bottom, so we get a much more even cook if we do baste the meat through 2 or 3 times throughout the cook. Okay, so we're just going to probe our meat. So we're going into the centre of the eye of the meat, the thickest part. Our core temperature that we're looking to achieve for a medium rare joint is 52 degrees. So we can see we're on 30 now. We're about 3/4 of the way through the cook. So we're going to baste this, pop it back in the oven, give it another 10-12 minutes, and then we'll check it again. What we will find is that the heat rises quite rapidly at this point from the exterior to the interior, so we need to keep a close eye on it. So here we've got our roast Fore ribber beef. It's cooked to approximately 52 degrees core temperature. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to give it one final baste. I'm going to season it with some cracked black pepper, and then we're going to pop it on a tray to rest. We're going to rest it for a good 30 minutes, loosely covered with some foil. Resting the beef fat side up so the juices stay within and naturally run through the joint. Keep our garnish, so we can use this to add to our gravy. And we can keep this pan now, which will make the most wonderful roast potatoes. This is the best fat that the beef can give us, so we're just ready just to put our parboiled potatoes into there, toss them and pop them in the oven and give them a good roast for 45 minutes. So now the beef is rested, we're just going to carve it. So we basically hold the joint upright, holding the bone away from us, and we'll just, without too much pressure, just carve away from the joint. Serve it with a traditional selection of vegetables. We've got roast beef gravy, some roast potatoes, some nice fiery horseradish, and a watercress salad.